Hi guys, it's Alicia here. So for today's video, I thought about doing something different. There might be videos like this already out on YouTube, I'm not sure, but I decided I want to do mostly a full face with Ipsy samples that I have. Most of these I have not tried out yet. Most of them are brand new, and I just took the packaging off right before. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and dive in. Whatever I don't have for a full face, I'm just gonna substitute with stuff I already have. Yeah, I just thought this would be a fun video to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. First, I was gonna use a soft camera, but I thought I would show it since I did get it from Ipsy. I'm gonna use this Intense Hydration Refreshing Soft Moisturizer from their brand Answer From, and it says it's their Black Volume Gold Radiance Cream with Blackberry Extracts. It's a little moisturizer sample. I've tried this a few times. I'm not really sure what I feel about it. I think it's alright. I don't feel like it's an amazing moisturizer, but for having a sample of it, it's not bad. It's really weird texture because it's clear and it's like a jelly formula, and it has like glitter sparkles, it looks like, in it. Now, you don't really see that on your face when you blend it out, but it is definitely there when you get into it. But yeah, I just wanted to try that just to see. Now I'm going to put on my eyeshadow primer. I don't have one from Ipsy, so I'm going to use my Wet n Wild Photo Focus eyeshadow primer. I do like this primer, so you know, the eyeshadow that I'm trying out today, I'll be able to tell if I like it or not, and won't have to, you know, base it on the eye primer, because this is an eye primer that I use quite often, so it's one that I trust for sure. But yeah, now that that's on, I think I'm good to put primer on now. It feels like it's absorbed pretty good in my skin. Okay, so I have 3 different primers to try out, and I think I'm going to try 2 of them, but I'm not sure. I have a very tiny Professional Pearl Primer from Benefit. This one says it's a soft radiance face primer to minimize the look of pores. So I'm going to use this in my T-zone since it's supposed to minimize pores. And then I also have this one from, I think it's called Yensa Color and Face Tone Up Primer Essential Glow that I have not tried. And then I have this green tea primer, Prep and Protect, and it's vegan. And this has no instructions or anything on it, so I don't know. All it has is the ingredients, so it doesn't say what it's supposed to do. It just says it's a primer. You know what? Maybe we should just use all 3. Go big or go home. Okay. Well, first I'm going to take the Professional primer. It's pink, just like the packaging. It does feel silicone-y. Okay. Like, it feels really soft. Like that soft and silicone-y feel that you get with, you know, pore minimizing products. I've not tried this before. I've never had the full size or anything. It's the only one I've ever gotten. I just thought, why not try it? It's, you know, from a brand I actually know, so I thought it might be interesting to try it. I'm not sure if it really did anything or not. My face feels really soft. It kind of feels like it may have minimized a little bit. I don't know. Okay, now I'm gonna take the green tea primer, I think. Does this have a thing on it? Yes, it does. This is a pretty huge sample primer. Like, this feels like a full size primer. I've never heard of this brand either, so I know nothing about it. I couldn't even really read what brand it is because it doesn't really, I don't know, it just looks weird. And of course it's not easy to come off, but I think it'll come off around it. It's 0.67 fluid ounces, so it's just over half of a fluid ounce. Now that I actually used some of it, I feel like it was pretty airy inside. but I don't know. Doesn't really have a smell to it. It feels like lotion. Like, this feels like a moisturizer consistency. It's really weird. But okay, and now let's see about the Jensen one. Also sealed up, but way easier to take off, it looks like. The only reason why I'm having trouble is because my hands are slippery. There we go. Okay, so this is a Essential Glow Primer. It doesn't really look like what I would picture a glow primer to look like. I thought it would look more illuminating, but it really doesn't. It just looked like, it kind of honestly looked like a clay mask. That's what it kind of reminded me of, but okay, I got all that stuff on. So I'm going to be using for eyeshadow this little miniature palette that I got. I've never tried this before, and it's by the brand Bang Beauty, and it just comes apart like that. It's smoky eyeshadow. That's really all it tells you. And those are the shades. So we don't really have much to work with today. I'm just going to be using just this. So let's see how this goes. But first, I'm going to take that little light brown shade up there and kind of fluff that into the crease a little bit. It's kind of a satin shadow, this color is, but it kind of has a little bit of a glow to it, so it's not really one I would typically put in the crease, but I don't really have very many options with this, so I'm just going with the flow. I have more samples that I've gotten that I'm not going to be using in today's video that I either am already using, have used, or ones I'm just not opening at all that I'm not planning on using that I'm going to be giving to a family member, I think, because I just know I won't ever use it, so I don't want to open it for nothing. Now I'm taking that dark shade. That is the only matte in this little palette, so I'm taking this shade, and I'm not really going to be doing like nothing too intense with it because I just don't really want like intense makeup today. I just want to try this out. I'm not really loving it that much. I feel like it doesn't really give a lot of color payoff. That could also be because I'm using, a fluffy brush, but I don't know. I'm just going to take in a clean brush and just kind of blending that together. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. I'm going to match the other side with it and then take a flat end brush and just pat on the outer corner, see if we can get it to be a little bit more pigmented on the eye. It's a little powdery, but it's not really too bad. Now I'm just trying to match it to the other side. I've actually had this little sample for a while, and I just never opened it. I kept meaning to, but then it would just get to the point where it's like, I don't know. I never wanted to use it. I don't know why. I just guess I wasn't really that impressed with the color scheme. I mean, they're not bad colors. It's a very neutral palette, which is, you know, what I like. I like neutrals. But yeah, this isn't a very pigmented shadow, this black one at least. Well, it's not really a jet black. It just looks more like a charcoal color in the pan. But hey, it'll give us some dimension for the eye look. You know, it's at least something. It looks like really intense over here, even on the camera. Alright, we'll just keep going. I'm just going to use all four colors. I'm going to use this one down here. It's a little bit, it's like the darkest. It's kind of a shimmer, but not really. It's actually more of a satin shimmer. This is almost depositing nothing onto my eyelid. And I'm digging really hard into the pan. Okay, I'm noticing one plus with this palette, that there is like no fallout, so that's nice. But I'm gonna take some setting spray actually and spritz this to see if maybe that'll help pigmentation. I use a Catrice Dewy Glow for that. Not really. I don't really think it really helped all that much. Oh. Okay, well that's weird. It almost looks like that was an overspray or something. I don't know. This shadow looks really weird. You can't really tell, I don't think, on there. Well, you can a little bit. It has a weird texture to it after I've dipped my finger into it quite a bit, which is really odd. It's my first time using it too, so. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of this. I can already tell that I'm not going to use this again. It's probably going to get decluttered. Like, I have makeup that is way better than this, so I don't really have a reason to use this again. I've had to go into the shade like 5 times, and it's still not really that pigmented, which is really depressing. Okay, now I'm going to be taking the last shade up here, which is a little bit lighter than that one. Looks like it's the same consistency though. I just pat that on the inner corner, meeting that middle shade. Like, this isn't a bad eye look. It is very neutral and muted down, but it's like a cooler tone. Neutral look, so if that's your thing, this might be nice, but I just wish it was a little bit more pigmented is all. This other shade that I just used, it actually wasn't that bad. It's not as bad as that other shade. I mean, you can kind of tell that it has a different texture to it. It's just odd. Yeah, I'm not really feeling that palette. I'm glad it was just, you know, a sample. But yeah, bright side is there wasn't really any fallout, even with that, you know, charcoal gray black shade that I used in the outer corner. So, yeah, that's nice. But, yeah, alright. It feels like the primers have set down pretty nicely. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into some foundation. I'm using my CoverGirl CG Smoothers in the shade 720 Creamy Natural. I do like this foundation. I don't use it, I haven't really used it on camera, I don't think. It's alright, it's not bad. The shade match for me is pretty good. So yeah, it's not a bad foundation. But I do like my CYO and L'Oreal foundations more than this. I reach for those, like, before anything else. Even my high-end foundation that I have. Which, I'm not really feeling that one anymore either, to be honest. I think I might have to get rid of that one too. I think it's just getting old. I've had it for too long. But yeah, this one doesn't look bad on my skin, but I don't think it looks as good as those other 2 foundations that I mentioned. I'm thinking about doing a makeup declutter because I have a lot of stuff that I need to get rid of. There's some stuff. I filmed a, you know, whole makeup collection video. I think that was like my 2nd video that went up, and I didn't go over everything that I had. There were some things that I have in my collection that I didn't talk about in that video because it was already like super long as it was, and they were just products that were like so-so to me. They weren't really like anything, you know, spectacular. Like, I don't really use those products. And even some stuff in my eyeshadow palette video that I don't really use. So I'm thinking about doing a declutter and maybe filming what I'm decluttering. That's something you would be interested in. It'll probably come up on my channel at some point in the near future, because I really do need to go through my stuff. Okay, so it blends out really nicely. Like I said, I don't mind this foundation. I think it's good. It's just not, you know, my favorite. So now I'm taking my Catrice Liquid Camouflage Concealer. I don't have a concealer sample. I've never gotten a foundation or a concealer sample from Ipsy, ever. So, just have to use my normal stuff. Which at least that means I'll have a good base for this makeup going on, just in case, you know, I don't like it that much. Hopefully it won't be that bad since I'll have this base. Although, I don't know, I'm using new primers. That could ruin the day. But we'll see. So far, everything is looking really good. Things blending out nicely, so. Like, already I could see myself using these primers again. Actually, I feel like that Professional one really did minimize my pores, and my nose looks really good with it, and normally my nose doesn't look that good. So I'm a little bit impressed with that. Okay, so I have this liquid highlight. It's from So Susan Cosmetics. I've never heard of it before. Dream Maker Light Shifting Highlighting Cream. It's this little squeezy tube. It's not a bad size sample, really. My Pacifica Liquid Rainbow Crystals, I think is what it's called, liquid highlighter that I have that I use a lot, also came from Ipsy, but I wanted to do something that I haven't tried, which I haven't tried this before, so it's pretty reflective. It's pretty. I don't know, we'll see how it blends out and everything. Tap a little bit on my face, grab my sponge. I don't know if I'm going to use everything I just put on my hand, because I feel like I put a lot of the product on my hand. But I blended out on my nose just fine. It's a little patchy. It doesn't look that bad though. I feel like it is a little patchy, like it lifted up the foundation a little bit. I don't know. This side doesn't look as bad as the other side. Maybe I just put too much on the other side. I don't know. It's not very bright though. Like, can't really tell that I'm wearing any highlight. I put a little bit more on my nose just to see if that helps, but I mean, it's a little highlighty, but honestly, I think my other one I have, my Pacifica one and my ColourPop one are better. They're more pigmented. It looks really nice when you swatch it, but I feel like on the face it just looks very sheer. I don't know. I might try it again and see how I feel about it, because who knows? I might end up liking it. I don't know. So now I'm going to be taking some powder and pat out my under eyes, so hopefully it don't crease as bad. Because this concealer is very tacky. So I'm taking my Coty Airspun powder. And just getting a little bit. Taking my sponge, just setting my under eyes first, and then the rest of my makeup. I didn't think that highlight had much pigment to begin with. I'm sure once I get this powder on it really won't, because I do powder my whole face, but oh well, if it doesn't, I can just go over it with some powder highlight, so it's not the end of the world. Just powder everything. I love this powder. I think it's probably my second favorite powder. I think my Maybelline Fit Me is my number one. I love that powder so much. But I really do like this one too. I just forgot that I did have a powder that I was going to use that I got from Ipsy. I'm still not sure how I feel about it though. And I don't know if I wanted to use it, honestly. Because I used it a while back and I did not like the way it looked on my face at all. I feel like my face looks a little powdery, but not too bad. Like maybe I added too much. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and spray some setting spray on top. Just to kind of melt that in. Okay. Now I'm going to be taking some bronzer. I got the Hula bronzer from Benefit, this little tiny sample. I've not used it yet. I'm actually going to take my Flower Beauty contour brush because it's a lot smaller than my normal bronzer brush, but this will work. There was a lot that came on there, so hopefully it's not, you know, too pigmented. Oh, yeah, that's all pigmented. That is a definite bronzer. I kind of like it though, it looks nice. I've never tried the full size of this one, if you can't tell. So, I think I added way too much the first time around because I've never used this before. I was trying to make sure I coated my whole brush so it would go on evenly. And do a little bit on my temples. It's very warm on my skin, which it's probably, you know, it's probably warm in general, but I don't know what shade this is, if there's different shades. Doesn't say. So I don't know. I kind of like it though. I think it looks good. This might be a bronzer I might use from now on. You get a decent amount for a sample. I don't think it's bad. It's really soft too. Okay, so for blush, I have two blushes, but I don't know if I'll be able to use my second one. So I'm really sad. I have this Pixie by Petra blush, and the reason why I'm not sure if I can use it is because it was broken and I tried to fix it with some rubbing alcohol. Looks like that. It feels okay, kind of, but it's kind of, I don't know. When I swatch it, not really much comes off. Like it does, but you have to like really press, so I'm not sure how well this is gonna go, if I should even try it. Because it's very weird consistency now. I'm gonna try it on one, just tiny bit. I honestly don't think anything came off onto the brush because it's not really showing up on my skin. I think it's just, I probably need to just throw it away. I've let it sit out for quite a while, and it's probably time to let go. I don't want to though. I've never tried it, and I really wanted to try it. I've heard Pixie blushes are good. I really like a lot of Pixie's products, so I want to try it, and now I don't think I'll be able to, but I do have this other blush from Space Case Cosmetics. I haven't even taken this one out of the packaging yet. It's pretty packaging though. And this is what it looks like. It's very sheeny and pink. It has a little bit of a glow to it. That looks pretty. Alright, I'm gonna try this. I don't typically go for glowy, bright pink blushes like this, but it does look really pretty, so let's just see. Yeah, that looks pretty. I like that. I am noticing some issues right now, and I do like this blush. Okay, that's pretty. I think I might actually use this, and I wasn't sure if I was going to like it, but I kind of like it. So what I'm noticing right now is my face looks really good, except for my nose and right here, a little bit right here. And it's kind of really hard to see in this camera, but it's just right here on my nose. I think it was because of this highlight, honestly. Oh, it's in the shade Pop Star. I didn't even know. Good to know, but I just, yeah, I don't know. Everything else, like, looks okay, and this is a good foundation. So, I don't know. The bronzer and everything look okay. It's just, I don't know if I'm feeling that highlight. I can't even see it on my face anymore. Like, it doesn't even show up now that I put that powder on. So, I'll just put something else on top of it, but first I'm going to finish my eyes, and I'm going to take this Revetre by Starlux, I think, eyeliner. Not that side. It's a felt tip. I've never used this before. Black felt tip liner. So I'm not the person that can talk and do my liquid eyeliner. It's a good liner so far. It went on really smoothly. Had no problems with it. It's a little bit more of a chunkier felt tip, so my line looks a little crooked. It was hard to get like a really precise small line like I normally try to do, so it looks a little thicker, but I don't have water or an eyeliner to use my waterline, so I'm just going to be taking my Flower Beauty vinyl liner, because I feel like I look so much better if I have liner on my waterline than without. Okay, and now I'm going to be taking the Pure Fully Charged mascara. I have not tried this yet, or even opened it. Okay, those are the kind of ones I typically like. So let's see. Wow, this is really lengthening my lashes, and it's doing a pretty good job at separating too. I feel like it's not doing too much volumizing, which is kind of a bummer because I like volumizing mascaras. But this might be one that's good to layer with a volumizing mascara. I have done that before, layered my mascaras. I still have an It Cosmetics Superhero mascara that I'm using, so maybe this would look good layered on top. It looks good. It's nothing like really wowing me, but I will definitely use this. I think it's good. Okay, and then still need to put on some highlight. I'm going to be taking my Flower Beauty Shimmer and Strobe palette. Just the lighter, 2 lighter shades right here. Just go over top where I put that one highlight that I'm not really feeling. This is such a pretty highlight palette. I love this palette. So the only other thing besides lips is brows. I'm gonna take my Essence Make Me Brow Gel. I don't have a brow product to use from Ipsy. I've never gotten a brow product from them, so. My brows are done. Now, I believe the only thing left, yeah, is lips. So I have 2 products I'm going to use. I have used one of these before. This one, I haven't used the other one. This is Twisted Kisses Matte Lip Pencil by Eddie Funkhauser. Okay, never heard of that brand before. Doesn't say what color it's in. It's in the shade Kiss Me Twice. It's just a nice nude color. That's what it looks like. I do like this color so much. It's almost a little too matte and drying for me. Plus my lips have been kind of dry lately, so it doesn't help. Yeah, so I do like the shade of this a lot. I think it is a good lip crayon, but it is very matte and can be kind of drying, so just keep that in mind. And then I have this Belle and Argent Lip Lure Gloss. That's all it says. I have never tried this before, so I don't really know how it is. Has a little bit of sparkle to it. You can't really see on the swatch though. Okay, well, let's just. That makes the matte lip crayon much more enjoyable to wear because now my lips are glossy and moisturized feeling. I like the way it feels. Okay, so overall, I like most of the products that I've used. So far, I'm not seeing really any issues with the primers. I'm going to keep using them and see how I feel. But no issues with that so far. The eyeshadow, it looks nice. Like, it's very neutral and, you know, simple. So, I think it does look nice. It actually doesn't really look that bad. But I wish that light brown shade was something that was more of a transition shade instead of, you know, kind of sheeny. And then that one color, the way it, like, I don't know. It's just really weird, and I haven't had this for very long at all, so it's really weird that it's like that. But other than that, I think it looks good. I don't know if I'll really be reaching for it anymore, though. I don't know. The eyeliner I like so far. The mascara I like. I wish it was a little bit more volumizing, but I'll use it. I'm going to try to layer it with more volumizing mascara. So far, I really like the lip gloss. The lip crayon is nice. It is drying, so, you know. I like it with a gloss on top, though. I think it looks nice with a gloss on top, so it's not as drying. The bronzer I'm really liking so far. I think it looks nice on my skin. And I'm really liking the blush. I'm upset that I couldn't try this blush because it's like the perfect color. Like, I love those colors. The highlight is the only thing that I've tried out that I'm absolutely like, nope, don't think I'm ever going to use this again at all. Don't care. I was going to use my Ciate Extraordinary Translucent Setting Powder. I have already tried this. It's in a video where I was doing a full face that I tried this, and I'm just not really that into it. I'm pretty sure it's already up on my channel. So I forgot about it, and I used my Airspun. But this, I'm still not sure if I like it. I don't know. I'm going to keep trying it, though. So, yeah, really the only thing I'm not feeling is a highlight. I feel like everything else looks pretty good. I'm going to go and spray my face again, just to lock everything in. But, yeah, so that's all for this video. I hope that you enjoyed watching and that it was something a little different. I'll keep trying to do more, like, unique videos like this where it's not just, you know, me doing, like, what I've already done before. But, yeah, I think I'm going to do a declutter video, too, very soon and get that up on my channel. So, yeah, that was all for this video, though. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.